And speaking of the United States, in 6 days from now, it will be holding the midterm election. As the name indicates, these elections are held near the midpoint of a president's 4-year long term in office. Up for grabs are all 435 seats in the U.S. House of Representatives, along with 33 to 34 of the 100 seats in the U.S. Senate. So this election is crucial, more so given the controversy surrounding it. Like this one, for instance, according to a new report, China is trying to influence the results of this election. How exactly? By amplifying politically polarizing topics and flooding social media with fake news. Who does the data belong to? Over 2,000 social media handles, some of them based in the United States. These accounts have been found pushing misinformation on a wide range of quote-unquote hot-button issues, like the election rigging claims, criticism of the transgender community, conspiracy theories about both the left and the right, along with peddling pro-China narratives. Which platforms do these handles belong to? Almost all the major ones: Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Reddit, to name a few. Twitter, in fact, says that it has disrupted 3 China-based influence operations, meaning it has taken them down, and reports say these accounts operated between April and October. And they would spread false claims around voter fraud. This disclosure by Twitter comes barely a month after Meta announced it had disrupted a China-based operation which was involved in similar activities, mainly influencing American politics. Now, if we were to break it down, what sort of misinformation were these accounts peddling? According to the report, the posts were generally conspiratorial and revolved around the pandemic, COVID-19 vaccines, gun control, abortion, and Donald Trump. That's right, some of these accounts would promote Trump's Make America Great Again campaign. The investigators behind these findings say that this online misinformation campaign is operating with the support of political forces in the People's Republic of China, a charge Beijing has vehemently denied. This is what a spokesperson at the Chinese embassy in Washington has said. Let me quote: "Such accusations are completely fictitious and made out of thin air, and the Chinese side firmly objects to them. China upholds the principle of non-interference in other countries' internal affairs, and we have not the slightest interest to interfere in the U.S. election." Now, here's the thing. Beijing's alleged efforts to meddle in the U.S. elections may be relatively new, but it has spent years developing strategies to influence elections the world over. In Australia, Beijing-linked donors directly paid prominent politicians in an attempt to influence Australian foreign policy more favorably towards China. In Southeast Asia, China has reportedly supported pro-Beijing businessmen in order to take control of media houses. What does that tell you? That Beijing's web of influence is long and wide. From Australia to Southeast Asia and now the US, the Chinese propaganda machinery seems to be spreading its tentacles the world over. And these revelations around the US midterm election only reaffirm this. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.